everyone, it is Wednesday, January 2nd, in the year of our Lord, 2013. How are all you doing out there? I am doing awesome as always, wicked awesome, and we gotta get cracking because it is late, because I had things to do this morning, but wearing Delilah's Santa hat, hey, Christmas spirit year-round, baby. That's right. So let's get to the unofficial sponsor of the show, my man Tom Walk. That's not Walkie, not Walker, it's Walk. The E is silent. Stevens Rubber Stamp Sign Company down here, Sehrah, Texas, where men are men, the bulls run scared. And he makes all kinds of stuff: banners, laser engravings, rubber stamps, magnetic signs, candy wrappers. Candy wrappers? Wait, yeah, he does. Vinyl letters. He's the general manager, Stevens Rubber Stamp Sign Company down here, Sehrah, Texas, otherwise known as South Oklahoma. So let's get to the beer right off the bat, baby, because I'm piped. Oh, I have not unleashed this one on the show yet, have I? We love this stuff from Vermont. Diabolically Delicious Stout. Heart of Darkness, it's called. And it's 5.7%. And where's it from? Magic Hat Brewing Company. Burlington, Vermont. South Burlington, Vermont, excuse me. So, 5.7%. Proper beer consumption apparatus. Folks, I gotta bring it out to you right now. Yesterday, my daughter called me out on the New Year's edition of the show, and my executive producer, Justin Dimmitt, caught me. Here's a good pop for you, Justin. My executive producer of the show and creator of the Beer Song of the Day Facebook page, the Honorable Justin Dimmitt, he mentioned that I am going to have to drink an Old English 800 on this here show as my punishment for spilling beer. Oh, look at that. 45-degree angle, proper beer pouring technique. There you go, right over the keyboard, because I'm just that damn good. As long as I'm not trying to open a beer, I'm fine. Cheers and beers to all of you. Prost, as they say in Germany. Kampai, as they say in Japan. Oh, that stuff's so good. Folks, that raspberry beer, I still got cork all over the floor. That was a real pain in the ass. Thank God my daughter Delilah helped me out. But hey, you know what? Pity never profits. How fitting that is. Don't feel pity for me. I'm the one that screwed up, and I will pay the piper for what I did. Because alcohol abuse is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Let's get into the birthday shout-out, shall we? My man Joel Buchanan. Happy birthday to you. Hope you're doing well. Good hearing from you, man. I haven't heard from you in a while, but hope you're enjoying this show, and hope you have a wicked awesome day. Living in Washington, right? Seattle, Washington. Home of those Seattle Seahawks. A team that really looked good in the playoffs, I'll tell you. So, hey, cheers and beers to you, brother. Have a wicked awesome day. Party hard and enjoy. Next on the list. And he had a request, too. And it led me to the question that I got for you good folks. Now, my man Rob Ennis, born the exact same month, day, and year as my good friend Joel Buchanan. Rob, happy birthday to you. I work with him down here at Sehrah, Texas, otherwise known as West Louisiana. And that man, fellow God, yeah. But anyway, he says that his Packers are going to beat the shit out of the Vikings on Sunday. Or this weekend, you know. We'll see about that. You know what? Honestly, I think they are going to win. It's in Lambeau. Yes, the Vikings beat them before, but I think the Packers are going to beat the Vikings, okay? The other NFC game on Sunday is featuring the Seattle Seahawks, who I just talked about, where my man Joel Buchanan's living. And who's facing those Seahawks? Oh, yes. It would be the one, the only. No, it is not the Atlanta Falcons. No, it is not the Niners. They earned bye weeks. But it is the Washington Redskins and RG3, who's most likely going to be Rookie of the Year. But they're going to Seattle, and Seattle's extremely tough, and I got Seattle winning that game. Sorry. Been a nice ride, RG3. Good job with the Redskins winning their division, but nah, Seattle's just too tough at home. AFC. Colts go to Baltimore to play the Ravens. And you know something? I think the Colts are going to upset them. And I hope to God I am, because I do not want my Patriots to have to play the Ravens. Please, no, I don't want to see that. Ravens always play us tough. Colts, we whooped their ass once, we'll whoop their ass again. Period. End of story. Sorry, Justin Dimmitt. I know, but I had to say it. So, I know you're a Colts fan, but by golly, brother, enjoy your win against the Ravens. I hope it happens, and it's going to be exciting. And then, of course, we got the Houston Texans, who should have had a bye, but they screwed up. They've had a rough end of the season. They get to play at home against the Cincinnati Bengals. And, you know, I think the Bengals are going to make it a tough game. But I think Houston's going to pull their head out of their ass and actually win a football game. So, I got the Houston Texans on that one. So, we'll leave it at that. I want your predictions. Comment section below. Hit them up, all right? And, Rob, good luck with the Packers. Cheers and beers to you. Happy birthday, brother. Next on the list, the lovely Michelle Sehrah. As I knew her, Michelle Betancourt. Happy birthday to you. And I found out from my brother that your husband, the only Dolphins fan in the state of Massachusetts, he's a wicked hardcore Dolphins fan. Always has been. And Dave, I got to salute you for that, buddy. You are in a land of Patriot Nation. You're a Dolphins fan and always have been. And I've known you for well over 20 years. I've known you for about 25 years. If not longer. And dude, you're still a Dolphins fan. Gotta respect that. And I know how unhappy you were in Foxborough watching your Dolphins get squished by my Patriots 28-0. But anyway, Michelle, this one's for you. Happy birthday to you. Hope you're doing well. Always smiling. Lovely family. And total sweetheart, no doubt about it. Graduated with my brother, Martha Vineyard High School, class of 1992. They're one of the better classes in school history. Not as good as our class in 1991, but not too bad either. Michelle, my good friend, you have a wicked awesome day. A big hearty cheers and beers to you. And Dave, if you watch with Michelle, Dave, you better spoil your woman. Alright? Otherwise, I'm going to stick my brother on your ass. Period. End of story. Have a wicked awesome day, Michelle. Cheers and beers. Next on the list, Badass Crew Dog. I worked with in good old Japan. My man, Rob Montalvo. A great man indeed. Silent guy. But just always goes out there, kicks ass, takes names, kills commies for mommy. Rob, hope you're doing well. I haven't heard from you in a long time, but hey, big ass cheers and beers to you. Have a wicked awesome day. Next on the list, the final birthday of the day goes to my man, Solomon Mack. Mack Attack. A badass E-dub dude that I worked with down here in Yeehaw, Texas, otherwise known as Eastern New Mexico. And Mack Attack, my friend, always a consummate professional, a great man, a great leader of men and women and its. Happy birthday, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the show. Have a beer. Celebrate with me. Let's celebrate your birthday together, huh? Have a wicked awesome day, my friend. Party hard and enjoy. And let's go to some additional shout-outs. Let's give a shout-out. She watches every day, ever since I've met her online. I haven't met her in person yet. But she's a very good friend of my assistant writer and producer of the show. He's also a creative consultant. The one and the only Kevin Sherman, Algonquin, Illinois. A great man. Works with in jolly old England. He's a cop over there. He's doing great things. And my friend Sehrah, a total sweetheart indeed. A great lady. And I just want to give you a big shout out and say thanks for watching. Happy New Year. Hope you're doing well. It looks like you are. Hey, you have a wicked awesome day, and a cheers and beers to you and to Kevin as well. And Kevin hooked me up with some more good ideas for the show. We'll get to them in a moment. Next on the list, I want to give a shout out to my good friend Lani Duke. And I hope you're doing well living in Germany. Met you in jolly old England because I worked with your awesome son, Calvin. But Lani, a great lady. Always a pleasure chatting with you online. And I hope you enjoy the show. And you still get that pizza recipe that my good friend Jerry Thayer hooked me up with. Because that stuff's awesome. I need to make it again. I haven't made that. Need to. Lani, cheers and beers to you. Have a wicked awesome day. Next shout out goes to my good friend Stacy Grant. A great lady. Fellow graduate of Martha's Vineyard Regional High School, class of 1991. She shares her birthday with my beloved Delilah, my daughter, March 30th. And Stacy, always a pleasure chatting with you. Always great talking to you. Love playing in the apps too. Lots of fun. But I just want to give you a shout out and say, hey, what's happening? So, hey, cheers and beers to you. Have a wicked awesome day. And finally, a shout out to a lovely couple that I found out they're moving down here to Sehrah, Texas. That's right. You know it, northern Mexico. Heck yeah. Juan and his better half, Trish Serrano. They're jetsicles. They fix engines for a living. I worked with them in jolly old England. They're living in Germany. And, see, Juan's birthday is also March 30th, just like Delilah's. Now, Juan and Trish are something special to me. And the reason why is because the very first wedding ceremony I ever did was their wedding ceremony in jolly old England. And they are doing great. They got a kid. Life is good. So Juan and Trish Serrano, much love to you guys. And keep that marriage fun each and every day. And hey, I give you two the salute. Very proud of you. And can't wait to see you down here at Sehrah, Texas. We're going to hang out and party like it's 1969. Minus the acid. Alright, with that said, let's get to the celebrity birthday, shall we? And we got Cuba Gooding Jr., born this day in 1960. How about Tia Carrere? Oh, boy. Carrere. I think it's Carrere. She's 46 now. Wow. I've been drooling over her for over 20 years. Remember her Wayne's World? Oh, yeah. I know I do. How about Jim Baker? Reverend Jim Baker, you fraud. 73 today. I didn't even know you're still alive. He's the one that, you know, TV evangelist that got busted for bullshitting. Oh, yeah. Paz Vega. An absolute gorgeous lady. 37 today. Looking good. George Halas. The Chicago Bears owner for many, many years. One of the originators of the NFL. George S. Halas. Beloved by every single Bears fan out there, including my good man Johnny Vaughn. No doubt about it. George Halas was born on this day in 1895. Sadly passed away in 1983. But he lived to be 88, so that's really cool. How about supermodel Christy Turlington? Born on this day in 1969. And a couple Major League players, 50 years old today. We got David Cohn, former pitcher for the Yankees and Mets. And Edgar Martinez, who spent all 18 seasons in the big leagues with the Seattle Mariners. He's 50 as well. Hit machine. Designated hitter. Designated hitter. Designated. I always screw that word up. Craig James, former New England Patriots halfback, number 32. Craig James, now a commentator, but a very good commentator. 52 today. Late great sci-fi writer Isaac Asimov. I'm sure my friend Justin Dim is familiar with him. He was born in 1920, sadly passed away in 1992 at the age of 72, but he would be 93 today. Random facts of the day. On this day in 1974, President Richard Nixon imposed a 55-mile-per-hour speed limit, national speed limit. Gas crisis, that's why. On this day in 1870, construction of the Brooklyn Bridge began. That's right, the ever-famous Brooklyn Bridge. If I'm not mistaken, it was completed May 24th or May 26th, 1883. So it took 13 years to build that bad boy. 495 feet tall, 1,600 feet long. Incredible. On this day in 1788, happy anniversary to the state of Georgia. They became the fourth state in the United States of America. So, well done. Fourth state to ratify the Constitution. Way to go, Georgia Peaches. On this day in 2008, oil reached $100 per barrel for the first time ever. I remember when it was like 55 bucks a barrel. Wow. On this day in 1966, the first Jewish child born in Spain since the 1492 expulsion. Yeah, they expelled Jews out of Spain. Jewish people were kicked out of Spain. How horrible. Ugh. And it took all the way to 1966 for a birth of a Jewish child. Imagine how that went over. Man. Also on this day in 1966, the last NFL championship happened before they had the Super Bowl a year later in 1967. Oh, yes. And I know Rob Ennis will appreciate this one because the Green Bay Packers beat the Cleveland Browns 23-12. Yep. Very last NFL championship. Well, they had NFL champions for 4 years and AFL champions for 4 years after that. But it was the Super Bowl that determined the true supreme champion. On this day in 1962, the nighttime version of Password began on CBS TV with Alan Ludden as the host. On this day, 1949, KDKA-TV, Channel 2, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, began broadcasting. KDKA is the same call letters, the only east of the Mississippi station that's not W, because KDKA was the first radio station ever, too. How about that? On this day in 1919, Lithuania gained independence. Happy Independence Day, Lithuania. All right, and there you go. So now, my good friend Kevin Sherman provided me with what he wants to be a new segment on the show, Music Facts of the Day. Sure, why not? It's beer and song of the day, right? So it only makes sense we have music facts for our music show. And on this day in 1965, Elvis Presley went to #1, his 8th #1 album ever, with the Roustabout soundtrack. On this day in 1968, the entire shipment of John Lennon and Yoko Ono's album, Two Virgins, was seized by authorities in New Jersey due to the full frontal nude photo of them on the cover. The album was eventually wrapped in brown paper in record stores. I'm sure you've all seen that cover, both John Lennon and Yoko Ono naked on the cover of that album. Definitely a collector's item. And on this day in 1969, Led Zeppelin played the first of 4 nights in a row at the Whiskey A Go-Go, ever famous club in Los Angeles. During their first it was their first North American tour. The group that supported them, the Alice Cooper Group. How about that? Cool. All right, now let's do the quote of the day for the moment. And today's quote of the day is a classic by a classic president. 33rd President of the United States, Harry S. Truman. This guy had tons of quotes. Trust me on that. And he said, whenever you have an efficient government, you have a dictatorship. Wow, what a statement by a president. He actually said that. Can you imagine a president saying that nowadays? Holy shit. That would go over like a fight in church. Harry S. Truman, you got to respect that man. He just told it like it was. He always said, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. There you go. That's the most famous one. Now, how about the joke of the day? And this one was actually provided by my good friend Justin Dimmitt, your executive producer of the show. And he mentioned, this is classic, because this shows that punctuation can make a difference. For instance, you could write the words, let's eat grandma. Or you could put it as, let's eat, and then comma, grandma. Very important how punctuation is. Instead of, let's eat grandma, which sounds pretty cannibalistic if you ask me, or pretty dirty if you think about it that way. Oh, let's eat grandma. It's let's eat grandma without a comma. But if you say, let's eat grandma, that's telling grandma, well, let's go eat. So there you go. Amazing how a little bit of punctuation can make a big ass difference. So there's your joke of the day. How about the idiot of the day? I just read this one this morning. This was actually from December 4th, 2012. A woman in Henrietta, New York, was killed by a car 6:15 in the morning. I know, what's the big deal about that? Well, simple. She was walking near the center line, near the white line, dressed in black. Are you kidding me? What's that mean? She wasn't paying attention. That's definitely an idiot of the day. You got to be dumber than a second coat of paint, to quote the late, great George Carlin. Dumber than an average Yankee fan. All right, so there you go. Now, let's get to the movie of the day, shall we? There you go. From Dragnet, one of my all-time favorite shows, The Big September Man, September 8th, or May 8th, rather, 1952. The Big September Man, basically, a killer murders a secretary in an office building and the murder weapon, a metal pipe wrapped in newspaper. Well, a lot of investigation occurs, and they come to find out that a man named William Tanner, played by legendary classic actor Stacy Harris, he was most famous, played a lot of roles on Dragnet, both in the black and white series and in the color series. A lot of times did play the villain, but in real life was such good friends with Jack Webb, the producer and director of Dragnet and creator of the show. And yeah, Stacey Harris and Jack Webb were such good friends that Jack Webb actually named his first child Stacy after Stacey Harris. Yep, Stacey Harris. See, Stacy's a bisexual name, male or female. When it's male or female, I call it bisexual. Hey, both sexes, see? Get it? Anyway, so there you go. Big September Man, May 8th, 1952. Definitely a classic early Dragnet episode. Highly encouraged. Now, we need to get to... I feel like I'm forgetting something, and I hope I'm not. Let's get to the song of the day, the babe of the day. And who better to have as the babe of the day than the one, the only... Oh, yeah, gotta go with her. Tia Carrere. Is it Carrere or Carrere? I need to know. And Justin, I love that picture right there, okay? Think about that for a moment. Tia Carrere. Oh, she's gorgeous. Beautiful Asian woman. Beautiful. And very popular on Wayne's World. That's where she was famous on the Wayne's World movies, okay? As the rocker Veronica, I think she played as, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, we gotta get to the song of the day too. Duh. Today's song of the day takes us back to 1953. Some real rhythm and blues, West Coast style. This song is "Come On and Love Me, Baby." Hey, I'm the Reverend Love Doctor, Reverend Dr. Baker, the Love Doctor. And hey, I'm all about the love, baby. All about the love. Come on and love me, baby. The Dewdroppers, 1953. A great year indeed. And a little Tia Carrere to really spice things up on this here show. These two go hand in hand. Great music, a great woman, and great beer. Whoa, come on, baby. Tia Carrere.
Come on and love me, baby. Come on and love me, honey. Please, come on and love me, daddy.
Real rhythm and blues at its finest right there, folks. And real finest right there. Look at the cleavage. I think she has a boob job, though. But that's alright. I always love to look tough, too, eh? Yeah. Superhero. But lovely smile at the same time.
Sure as a fine rose around the stump. You're my darling, sugar love. Love me, baby. Well, love me, honey. Please,
that's her pretty much nowadays. She's aged pretty well, huh? Oh, yeah, she has, Reverend Dr. B.
Every time I'm near you, I'm
holy cleavage.
Every time you touch me.
Cleavage is French for cleavage. I don't know if it is or not, but it sounds good. You know, I have trouble believing this show could be 25 minutes long. But if it works out that way, I'm really going to be impressed with myself. Oh, folks, also we got to mention it. Something I want to do. My 1 year anniversary, oh my goodness, show is coming up on January 17th. And I would like to have a contest. I want a picture submitted. What represents the best way to celebrate a 1 year anniversary. I'll make sure I post on it later. But it's just something I just conjured up. And Justin, Kevin, I want your ideas on it if you think it's a good idea. We need another contest. Can't show that one. See-through. Nerves. Oh. She has gotten naked. How cool is that? Oh, I like that picture. That's kind of nice.
that I have done.
Empty as the brain cells of an average Yankee fan. It looks like it's going to be a 26-minute episode, folks. Let's get one more hot picture in here if we can find... Oh, my goodness. Wow. Something about leopard prints. My wife doesn't like it, but I do. Brings out the animal in all of us. Folks, you know what time it is, right? Damn right, Reverend Dr. B. Folks, it's time to make like a fetus and head out, so everybody take care. Have a wicked awesome night and day. Peace be the journey. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't drink and drive, may spill you drink, or you might kill yourself or somebody else. And drinking and driving is dumber than being the X-Fan. And what's dumber than that is rooting for douchebag cocksuckers like Eli. I'm as good as Tom Brady, but I'm not in the playoffs because I'm a schmuck. Manning, or men slapping women, or racism, or animal abuse. Things like that are just plain stupid and definitely deserve a big fat GFY. You know what that means. Folks, I'm out of here. See you all tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye. And look who woke up just now.
Hi.
Hi. Bye.
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 Oh, Peaches.